Hey guys, how are we doing? So in this video, we're going to talk about why we look at avoiding doing the things that will benefit us. Okay, this is a kind of like a build up to the 5-day challenge that starts on Sunday. I wanted to put out some content, kind of get you in the mood to come and do the challenge, which is starts Monday. And on the 5-day challenge, what we do is kind of work over 5 days on 5 different challenges, 5 different subject headings, 5 different things that will benefit you. So this just gets you in that right frame of mind, all right? And today I wanted to very much talk about the avoidance of doing the things that benefit us. Now, this might be of some use to you. Hopefully it will, maybe not. There's some dodgy drawings in here though. So look, I'm going to take one particular subject, and it's one subject out of many that I could have chosen. Now, this could have been working out, this could have been relationship, this could have been your career, this could have been work-life balance. But for this particular subject, what I wanted to talk about was planning. So obviously, if we plan, we're much better organized, there's less anxiety, there's more control, we're more concise with how we spend our time and our energy. It kind of just helps keep everything structured. It helps provide structure amongst the chaos of everything else that is going on in our lives. All right, so if I said to you, I want you to go away and plan the next 12 weeks, the first thing that you would probably start doing is overthinking. It's the first thing that the majority of guys start doing that I've ever known or worked with. Overthink. How have I got to do this? How are we going to, well, let's go through the points. So micro-analyzing. So you will micro-analyze exactly how to go about doing a 12-week program. Ever done that? Ever overthought? Ever just been given a simple task or been looking forward to doing a simple task and you just micro-analyze it in detail? Like you're going down into the finer detail of things that maybe somebody hasn't even thought about. And what you end up doing is kind of like putting yourself on this pedestal where you put yourself under pressure and you put yourself under stress and duress, and you just don't enjoy that process of, for this instance, planning. But it could be exercise. Is that something that maybe, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if that's something that you struggle with. Do you microanalyze everything that's sort of sent your way? Do you microanalyze a situation on a night out, or what's going on in your relationship, or what somebody said at work? Do you just goes in here and it sinks in here and almost tortures you? The perfect mentality. So the perfect mentality is trying to make the 12-week perfect. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I want to know where I'm going to be at the end of each week. I want to know that I'm doing this right. Is this the way I'm meant to be doing it? Again, putting pressure on yourself, squeezing you into a corner and causing you to feel anxiety, feel overwhelmed, feel uncomfortable, just not enjoy that process. Perfect mentality, okay, and microanalyzing, a real dangerous combination. It just creates an awful lot of worry about whether you're doing, am I doing this right? Am I not doing this right? Again, that's part of the overthinking. And then stress. Inevitably, you end up becoming really stressed about like either going to the gym or in this instance, planning. And then what we end up doing is just avoiding doing it. Because of all of these combinations, this recipe, okay, these recipes of emotions that you will go through, these recipes of things that you will go through that have all come about from overthinking, just creates too much anxiety, too much stress, and you just bury your head in the sand. So we just hide away. And then we never actually go about planning. We never actually go to the gym because we're overthinking. Everyone's looking at us. I'm going to be unfit. I'm too fat to go to the gym. Or then you start overthinking your relationship. Oh, you know, who's that bloke she's talking to? What's she doing on her phone all the time? Overthink, analysing, creating pressure, stress, uncomfortable emotions that don't make us feel good. So we end up coping and doing everything but nothing. Okay, and then we end up back on the hamster wheel. Told you some dodgy drawings. We go back in the hamster wheel and then we go through the same cycle again, because 2 weeks later you think that something's going to be different. You know, 2 weeks later, I'm ready, I'm going to start planning, boom, straight into the same process. So we've got to break that pattern. So here's just a couple of mindsets or thought processes, hopefully you can see these, that I try and teach guys, or I just try and refine the situation, because what I don't want is the process to be stressful for guys. Life is overwhelming enough for men. Dealing with stress, dealing with their own insecurities, dealing with their vulnerabilities without overthinking. The process has to be one made simple so that we can build layers. And we do that by getting 1% better every day forever. And that's what I've put here. That's the mentality that we want. And we want to take the pressure off ourselves because it's a learning experience. We learn, we grow, we repeat. You are going to fail on the process. That's not me being negative. You along the way somewhere are not going to get something right. And if you manage to get through a process and not fail, you've done really well, but you haven't really learned anything. Or have you really stretched yourself? We want to fail. We want to get on this process, be able to fail, because failure is experience. Failure is actually a win. So instead of worrying about trying to get it right, embrace the process and everything that comes with it, because it makes you a much more experienced man or human being. It makes life and the reality of life and the hardships of life, which life is designed to be, it's not designed to be comfortable. It allows us to have this can-do attitude, small, micro, 1% wins, understanding that we're going to learn, grow and repeat consistently forever to the day we die. This is not like a quick 5-day fad. This is like forever, building foundations. Learn by just starting planning tomorrow. I've put here plan tomorrow. Like if I said to you on a 12-week plan, just go, right, do you know what? I'm just going to plan tomorrow and that's where I'm going to start. If that's where my level of conditioning is, then that's where I'm going to start this process. I'm just going to start by like owning tomorrow. Great. I'm going to do that for 7 days. Do you know what? I got 5 days out of my 7 last week. They worked really well. I'm going to plan ahead this time and plan my week. Great. So we plan the week. 2 weeks have gone and suddenly we're getting into good habits. We're learning, we're growing, we're repeating the process, moving forwards at 1%. Have the adapt and overcome mentality. This is stress. This is self-pressure. This is anxiety. This is doing the opposite of what we want. This is understanding that the journey is long term, and that is what we want to try and get into our minds. And that's what I'm trying to teach people on the 5-day challenge, is that it doesn't all have to be achieved overnight. You don't have to keep putting pressure on yourself. Allow yourself to be in a process where you're going to fail or learn or win or grow. Put yourself on the line. It doesn't matter. Experiencing failure doesn't mean that you are a failure. It means quite the opposite. It means that you are showing up and doing something about things in your own life and doing things that are going to benefit you. And it, most importantly, stops us avoiding things that benefit us, which makes us feel better mentally, emotionally and physically. All right, guys, I hope that helps. A little bit of Monday knowledge bombs for you. If you haven't registered, join the 5-day challenge now. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, just need your time and your energy. Okay, and you are the biggest asset in your life. So putting time and energy into yourself is going to be rewarding. Okay, have a great day. Catch you soon.